Hi everyone, and welcome back to my channel, and welcome back to part 3 of my Dollar Tree wedding series here on YouTube. Today we are going to make 2 boutonnieres for my sister-in-law's wedding, and this is using all materials from Dollar Tree or materials that I just had around the house. So if you would like to see how I made these little beauties right here, just keep watching. You want to start out with having all your materials out on your workspace and ready to go. Then you want to kind of manipulate before you start cutting the flowers how you want the boutonnieres to look. I've kind of already done that to save time, and I've got my pieces as to what goes with what together. But for the groom's boutonniere, I'm going to do a white rose with cherry blossoms, some extra greenery, and you just kind of play with it and figure out how you're going to want it to look when it's actually together. And once you've got that figured out, you can cut your pieces and start wiring and taping them together. I'm going to go about, I would say this is 3 to 4 inches down, and we'll start from there. Next, I know that I want these leaves to go behind like this. So I'm just going to line it up how I want it and then trim this stem so it's the same height as the rose. Then I'm going to take a little piece of floral wire and wire it together. Next, I know I want to take one of these sprigs of cherry blossom to have in the back. So I'm just going to play with it again and figure out where is my height and then trim from there. But first things first, we got to remove this tag. I like how this is peeking over the top, so I'm just going to line up my stem where I want this and cut. Then taking a piece of floral wire and securing it. Again, these are all supplies that you can get from the Dollar Tree. I haven't seen this done a lot, but I really like the way that feathers give a texture to centerpieces or decor. It's just a different texture to bring in, so I think this looks nice with it kind of peeking over the side. If I were you, I would already go ahead and have your floral wire pre-cut into strips, or you can buy it into strips. The wire I was using previously was just scraps left over from my wedding, and this is a loop that I bought from the Dollar Tree. So it's going to save you time up front if you do the prep work. So far, so good. Here's what the back looks like. It's going to be against the shirt. And then I'm just going to take this twig of baby's breath, again from the Dollar Tree, and see what that looks like in the front. I've now got it where I want it, and I'm going to take some floral wire and secure it. Before taping it, I'm going to add some more floral wire at the bottom here, just to make sure everything is together. Now what I need to do is go in with some floral tape and just tape around here so there are no wires poking out. I could not find floral tape at my Dollar Tree. They were out of stock of a lot of things that I needed. If you've seen my Dollar Tree haul, you would have heard me talk about that. But what I do have is some electrical tape around the house, and this is going to be just as good. You could also use painter's tape or masking tape if you don't have floral tape, or if you want to try to save on money and use some stuff that you already have around the house. I'm just going to start at the top and twist my way down. Now, I think it's cute when you see a little bit of stem hanging out the bottom. It's kind of boho or like country chic, I don't know. So I'm going to leave a little bit hanging out the bottom that's not taped, so we can have it peeking through. So now we have that tape. What I want to do is take some burlap ribbon. This is from the Dollar Tree from a couple years ago, but they are still carrying their burlap crafty supplies. So you should still be able to get this. And what I'm going to do is wrap it around the base and then glue it. Now, like I said before, I actually like to have a little bit of the stems hanging out the bottom, so it looks like, depending on where the tape is, I'll probably need to trim an inch off of the bottom. So before I've glued it down, I've just wrapped it along, and I'm going to go ahead and cut. Now that that's trimmed, we're ready to wrap and glue. I have to be careful because this ribbon is kind of mesh, so I don't want to burn myself. Also, I need to consider that I want the seam of this to be in the back. So I should flip it. I will need to be careful as to not put too much pressure on this because we don't want our baby's breath to pop off. Now that we've got our ribbon secure at the bottom, I'm going to take just a sewing stick pin, something I already had at the house, and I'm going to stick it in the back so it's ready to be put on a groom's shirt or a groom's jacket. For this boutonniere, I want to be extra secure just because we have a lot going on here, so I'm going to add 2 stick pins. Now, you could totally get the stick pin tops with a little pearl, and that will be just fine, but these aren't going to be seen, and I'm just using something that I had at home that was already there. Free is good. So now we have finished boutonniere number 1. Now let's do boutonniere number 2 for my little nephew, the groomsman / ring bearer. For his, I would like to use these 2-toned pink roses. I've paired it up with one of these baby's breaths. These are different than the baby's breath I used in the other one. This one is more like foam beads, whereas this one is more flowery. And then adding in his touch of feather, just like his dad. And this is how they both turned out. I'm really excited. I think that they fit well together even though we used 2 different roses. Keep in mind, this is all from the Dollar Tree. This is a very affordable and it's a nice keepsake option for your budget wedding. I think they're gorgeous. I love them. I can't wait to send the pictures to my sister-in-law and see if she loves them as well. Hey, I just wanted to jump on here real quick and show you 2 more additional boutonnieres that I made for my husband and his brother, my awesome brother-in-law. They have matching ones. And then we have, of course, the groom. And then my nephew, the ring bearer. I think these are gorgeous. All right, that is it for part 3 of my Dollar Tree wedding series, Boutonniere chapter. I hope this video was helpful to you. Please leave me a comment down below if you decide to make your own boutonnieres for a friend or family or even your own wedding. Also, please give me a thumbs up, like, share, and subscribe. It really helps me out a lot. Cheers to the boutonnieres. I hope my sister-in-law loves them as much as I do. This is so much fun. Have a great evening, great day. Bon voyage. Bye.